Now that the zit is free, he can take you to the Lost Island. There, you will find the first mask. Go now. The zit is waiting for you on the pier.
Oh, well, there we go. Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekamek. This is Let's Play Rayman Revolution. In the last episode, we rescued Zit. In this episode, we've got the Sanctuary of Water and Ice to check out. But before we do that, I've got to admit, we're burning through levels a lot faster in these episodes than I'd like. So, first of all, I actually was thinking about this a lot, and I think we want to get the rebound power. Like, run with load? That's... yeah, I'll get that, but we definitely want to get rebound 1, because then we get rebound 2. Which ricochets your attacks off of enemies. There's a very important reason we want to get that attack pretty early. Well, upgrade. But yeah, Rayman's attacks now go bouncing off of things, so even if you don't hit it the first time, maybe you'll get lucky and it'll hit the second time. But either way, speaking of my episodes, I've actually felt like we're burning through the levels way too quickly for my liking, so after thinking it over, I'm going by a 1 episode per level basis. If the episode is short, then I'm just going to upload more of them per... yeah. Oh, where was I? If the episodes are going to be short, then I'll just upload more per week. If the episodes end up being too long, and there are actually some very long levels in this game, then I'm simply I'll probably break them up when I get around to editing them. But I just don't feel good about having it burning through so many of the levels in one go. I mean, we're what? Episode 2, and we're already 5 levels in. Hello. It's been a while since I've played, so let's hope that I cannot see because there are palm trees in the way. Fantastic. That's a bit of an odd enemy encounter, actually, because I remember in the Great Escape version of the game, on PC at least, that would involve a very tough digging pirate, like the yellow pirates, but for some reason he wasn't dressed up in that way. Yeah, they didn't have the yellow pirates, they just had red and other... oh! Speaking of yellow pirates. This would be a good time for the chart for the accumulation actually, but oh well. Of course, these large energy blasts are what the red pirates had, and those have their own special unique attack in this game, which we'll see when we get to it. But of more importance, I want to see if... right, there are yellow lumps there. Just getting to them slightly, ever so slightly tricky. Oh. Oh! Well, I'm just making a fool of myself, aren't I? the distance that they'll home in on Rayman to auto-collect is slightly variant, I guess we could say. Sometimes it's a long distance away, like if you were smashing a cage and there was just no way you could have possibly gotten to that. They'll be merciful, but sometimes they don't. Something I haven't seen yet is actually, there were big yellow lums with goofy smiles on them, and they'd be worth a lot more. I haven't seen any of those yet in this game. I wonder if it was removed. I can't remember that far back, and the fact that I've played The Great Escape recently kind of throws off my ability to tell. Hey, which version was this in? I suppose it's just as well I didn't play the PlayStation version of it as well, because that was kind of a... we'll call it a weird butchered version, because it's definitely not a bad port, but there were some things that just weren't... Huh. I lived a full life! This is something else we're gonna have to backtrack for. Dang it. Oh. Hello. Oh man. These pirate encounters are getting rather... I remember as a challenge, I once tried to get the door open without defeating any of the pirates at all. And it can be done, it's just slightly tedious. This is probably what you'd want the charge shot for, actually. Free dumping for anyone who can figure out how to open the door. That's a weird sentence. What do you mean? Part of me wants to say, what if it's them misnaming it and misspelling it and it's actually dumpling, but I feel like that's in every version, and what would Y Robot Pirates want with dumping? It sounds more like we're going to punish you if you figure out how to open the door, but then... Hello, Rayman. Hello.
Here's a
Murphy.
here.
It's not Rayman.
To grab it, stand in front of it. You can throw it into the air by pressing the cross button. And you can throw it in front of you by pressing the square button. Put the spheres onto bases of the same color, and the temple doors will open. If you lose one, go back where you last held it. I'm sure you'll find it there again.
Thank you, Murphy. Yeah, the orbs control just like the barrels, which is why I decided to pick up Run with Load. Definitely helps to keep the pace of the LP going if you can take off at a running pace. Now, this little trick, if you've got room above you but no room in front of you, toss, run. I don't think there's ever many reasons to need that trick, but... And we have a Murphy's plate here, which tells us what we learned in the blue orb room, just in case you went for the yellow orb first. Also, can we just appreciate this first track of music for the Sanctuary of Ice? It's like... it doesn't need to be this upbeat, but it is, and it's so memorable because of it. It's not like we're doing anything special, we're just tossing a couple of orbs onto a door, but... they gave it this track, and you always remember the Sanctuary of Ice because of it. Although there's a second reason why you remember the Sanctuary of Ice, and we're about to see what that is. Murphy, we need help.
You see this slope? It's very slippery. You will lose control if you turn sideways. To accelerate, push the analog controller upwards. To brake, push the analog controller downwards. You can't use your helicopter while sliding.
Oh boy! I never have a good time on Rayman's slide controls. Oh, I've already missed a bunch of things. Yeah, you really can't understand how poorly this controls. And it's even worse on the PC version, because then it feels more like I'm giving vague suggestions of distances of direction I want to go in than any actual input. Follow the purple lambs. Shoot the stalactite. So here's the thing, the PS1 version, and the PS1 version only, actually gives voice acting to the Guardians. And in the time it took me to say that, we beat this boss. Base Rayman did not have good bosses. But the point was that Rayman would say, I need the masks, and Axel says, irregardless, you've got to prove yourself worthy of it by defeating me. Paraphrased. But yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. Unfortunately, the time it takes for me to tell you it... These bosses were not good. It's a good thing that Rayman Revolution added a few more that were actual challenges. And here we find a rock. A rock that has very good taste in symbols. No one told us that we'd be vaporized for getting these masks. Lee, why didn't you tell me?
Welcome. I am Polycus, the spirit of the world. I see that you have found the first of my 4 masks. For now, I am far away and can only speak in dreams. But if you bring me the last 3 masks, I will awaken and help you to fight the pirates. Be strong. Our world's destiny is in your hands.
Still no bonus level. I can't say I'm totally disappointed in that.
The pirates have built huge doors to stop you from advancing. I've asked Clark the Giant to help you smash the first one. Hurry to the East Plain. Clark's waiting for you there.
Yeah. Find Clark on the East Plains to open the passage to Glowbox's house. Which we will do next episode. I did say that I would keep these to 1 level per episode. So, until then guys, take care. I'll see you all around.
Oh, yo, Zabba. Never stood, telling you.